The markets are pumping, Ethereum is absolutely cooking, Bitcoin is holding strong, and Bitcoin dominance, more importantly, is breaking down. Altcoin season is nearly upon us. If you want to make those crazy gains like we've been doing, then get on the hottest narratives in crypto. If you want to do that, join the Discord, 100% free to join. I've called 5 10Xs in the last few months. So scroll down, click the link, and I'll see you there. Today, we're going to be talking about Cortex Vortex. Now, that is a Matt Furie book. Welcome to What is Crypto? I'm Matt, and this is Crypto. Now, Cortex Vortex is a book by Matt Furie, and it's the latest in his series of books. So Matt Furie's books include Boys Club, Night Riders, Mind Viscosity, and now Cortex Vortex. So Cortex Vortex is Matt Furie's most recent book, and there was only 120 copies released. It was a limited edition signed book, and if you want to look on eBay, there is only one of them available for sale, currently a price of $4,000. Matt Furie, however, is thinking about doing another release of Cortex Vortex unsigned and generally producing them. If you've been in crypto, you know that Matt Furie projects have absolutely cooked in the past. So Pepe currently has a market cap of 5 billion, but that ran up to a market cap of 12 billion. So it's a crazy hot narrative following this man's art. And the latest one of these artworks to follow is none other than Cortex Vortex. So I'm going to give you a list of all of the characters in Cortex Vortex that I can find and which ones I am bidding. And I'm bidding them heavy. Alrighty, so let's start off with the one that is really kicking off this narrative. Now, that is Minefact. Now, Minefact, as you can see in the book, is the second page. So this character here is Minefact. Now, going back to the chart, you can see it is absolutely going parabolic. So I called this one the Discord down at about 600k. Since then, it has absolutely sent. Hats off to everyone that is printing. I love to see my community do well. All right, so checking out Minefact's website, you can see their contract address down here. So in essence, it is just this character based off Matt Furie's character in the book. Now, the dev has worked on multiple big projects in the past, and they have all got big exchange listings. So when he does say big exchange listings coming soon, I do believe it. There is rumored to be a MEXC listing over the next week. Stay tuned for that. So a lot of the narrative is pretty much building a community, all about getting rid of that rug pulling mentality and building up a core community of diamond-handed hodlers. So I love that mentality, and I like that their contract is clean. So looking down, you can see no issues on the scans, and their holder count is 1,500 and steadily growing. If you want to have a look at them on Twitter, they are growing 750 followers. So do follow them out. It is at MINDFAK_MF. Bullish on Minefact. Chart is cooking. I think this one is an absolute sender. Also, if you want to have a look at some of the big names that have called Minefact, Crypto Galaxy is talking about Minefact. So he is bullish on Minefact. Definitely has a huge influence on the markets. He's called it down here as a 170x play. Bullish on that. And some other awesome YouTubers that have covered it. So we've got Sepral covering it, Gossipator covering it, we have myself covering it, we have Win All Day covering it, we have Crypto Blaney covering it. Bullish YouTubers covering this coin. Also, Crypto 100x Gems, he started covering Minefact. So bullish on Minefact, and I think it's one that is sending and is absolutely primed to keep sending. Alrighty, next up we have Beast. So having a look at Cortex Vortex, you can see front character, we have Beastellar. Now, Beastellar is absolutely printing at the moment. Another one that we got a great entry in the Discord, so make sure you are there if you are not already. Link in the description. We got in at around 110k, so almost the Pico lows. Bullish on Beastellar. I love the fact that it's a front cover character, and if you go on their website, it really spells out the narrative for you. So scrolling down, you can see what other front cover characters have done. Pepe 12 billion, Brett 2.3 billion, Andy, Landwolf, and Hoppy all over 150 million. Now Beast at 1.5 million, it is a clean 100x to get to Hoppy's market cap, and that is the smallest front cover character out of all of them. So bullish on Beast. I think this one can do absolutely crazy numbers. So Beastellar, definitely my top two picks are Minefact and Beastellar. Now let's have a little bit more of a look at the book and see which other characters we can make out. So third page, we have this frog berry or strawberry in bloom. Now the chart looks pretty horrific here. I'm not going to lie. I definitely think there was a bit of a cabal launch going on with this one. I don't know too much about it, but the team actually does something, could make a little bit of sense. So I'm not involved in berry at all. I don't own any berry. However, this one, it's the only female frog that I can really think of that Matt Furie has covered. So definitely a little bit interesting there, but I don't own it. Other notable characters that we have Bossberger. So once again, I don't own any of these ones down, but I am looking into what other plays might make a little bit of sense. There's also Gas Pass, which has currently got a market cap of 1.22 million, looking pretty bled out. We also have Gorth, so that is this one here. Once again, looks like there's maybe a little bit of something happening with Gorth. And then we go down to BOOE, so this one also looks completely flawed. Don't know if there is anything happening with this one. I noted that there was another BOOE as well. So 2 BOOEs, which is this skull character. This one's at 31k. Also doesn't look like an enormous amount is going on there. This one was launched a little bit before, so 1 year and 13 days. Whereas this one was launched 2 months and 20 days ago. So a little bit interesting there that there is an OG one, although neither of them look like they're doing an enormous amount at the moment. Electrogal now. I do actually own this one. I took up a little position in Electrogal. Now, I've chatted to the team. They're good dudes. So shout out to the Electrogal team. There is money flowing into Matt Furie plays. So another character in the Cortex Vortex, although it doesn't have a full page. Then we have Froggo, which is a frog which gets a little feature, and also a little frog called Snarler Wormfriend. So this is this little almost Pepe with a long nose. And you can see a lot of these characters down here in the book. So these are all the ones that I could find at this stage. If I'm missing any, make sure you let me know. Is also this character here. I'm having a bit of a mental blank on what this one is, so let me know in the comments section down below as well. Also, I can't find characters for this fellow here. Could not find any characters for these 2 here. So once again, let me know in the comment section if you know who these characters are. There's also a few other interesting characters. So Matt Furie characters have absolutely crushed it in the past, and I'm definitely looking more into his newest book, Cortex Vortex. There is volume there. All you need to do is look at how these coins are performing. Scroll down and you can see a lot of green. Minefact in the last few weeks is up a 10x. Beast in the last few weeks is up a 10x. A lot of these coins are absolutely printing. Definitely my 2 most bullish picks are the front 2 pages, which is Beastellar and Minefact. I'll leave both the contract addresses down below. All right, legends, let me know what you want to see in the next video. Let me know which communities you want me to make content on. And as always, I appreciate it. I appreciate you, and I'll catch you in the next one.